Hey guys, Butch Hartman here. Welcome to Speech Bubble. I've got the amazing Adam McArthur from Star versus the Forces of Evil as Marco Diaz.
Let's make some nachos.
Should we? We should get. Yeah,
we
Let's
should
get him. Bring him in.
Roll the theme music.
So some fan questions.
Whoa.
With Star versus the Force of Evil.
All right.
Well, I got a couple of things. Real quick. The martial arts stuff now.
Yeah.
Real quick. I got to go into that because I know you've worked hard
Okay.
on that for a long
Yeah.
time. So the martial arts started when?
I started doing Kung Fu and Judo when I was 11.
Wow. Now, just because they wanted to put you in it, or were you attacked like by a gang of people when you were a kid and you needed to defend yourself? What happened?
Origin
I
story?
was actually beat up.
Really?
In my 6th grade class.
Way to bring that up, Butch.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm
Bringing
just
back
asking
horrible
because
memories.
it's like Ralph Macchio in the
Yeah.
Karate Kid.
No, I was beat up. So I had, like I said earlier, I have always asked to do martial arts. My dad was a police officer. He had done martial arts with this guy.
Officer McKay?
Officer McKay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
No, Officer MacArthur.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call him Adam McKay, the director of
Yeah.
Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Officer MacArthur. That's a great
there
name.
can be only one.
Yeah,
Adam
exactly.
McKay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go fight that guy.
So that was your dad,
Yeah.
cop. Cool.
Yeah, so he was a cop. He had trained martial arts with this like kind of famous guy who had come over from China back in like the teacher came over in the 60s. My dad trained with him in the 80s.
Wow.
When he was on the police department, and I had begged to be put in martial arts. My parents were like, oh, I don't know. I was doing a lot. I was playing baseball and soccer, so it was kind of just another thing for them and whatever. But I knew that I always wanted to do it. In my 6th grade year of elementary, I got my butt kicked, and I was like, can I do it now?
Can I do it now? Right. Wow.
And my mom was like, all right. And at the same time, that teacher that my dad had trained with on the police department opened a school right down the street from my house.
Oh, there you go.
So it kind of all happened at the same time.
Now, Jace, why'd you beat him up in 6th grade? Why would you do that?
I didn't time travel. There was no time travel involved.
What happened?
Yeah,
Was it me?
it was you.
Crap.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew there was one
You
guy.
slapped me right across the face. You're
forgot.
like, you'll never have hair like me.
Well, I didn't even bother to look at who it was. I'm sorry.
That's
forgot.
okay.
I
That's
know.
okay.
Well, just tone down the violence.
Okay,
there.
sorry.
Please,
Sorry about that.
please.
It all worked
embarrassing
out.
me.
Okay, good.
It all
We're
worked
all
out.
here.
Yeah.
We're all
So
I'm
Marshall,
so forgiving.
So could you like chop this table in half if I asked you to right now?
It depends.
It depends. Yeah, it's a Formica. I think it's
pretty.
Formica.
It's pretty
Oh,
thin.
for Micah, yeah, I could
It's
break
pretty
this.
thin.
I could break this thing. No
Yeah.
problem.
Could you chop me in half? You already did, actually. Never mind.
I already got that.
Yeah,
Nick.
we gotta take.
So you started with Kung Fu.
Yeah, so I started with Kung Fu. My school taught Kung Fu and Judo. So my teacher is Chinese. He came over from China, moved to Chicago and trained with this like famous Judo instructor there. He wanted to sort of branch out from Chinese martial arts.
Wow.
Then started a school in Northern California. He taught both. Judo is like wrestling and
Grappling.
grappling and all
Right,
that stuff.
right.
Kung Fu's more like kicking and punching and all that. So they blend really nicely.
Which one looks the coolest though? Like if I was going to film you fighting somebody.
Kung Fu, for
Kung
sure.
Fu's the coolest one.
Well, only because with Judo, you need someone else. You for sure need another person to like hold on to and do anything. Like I could do some moves that could look cool on their own, Kung Fu wise.
Right. I'm talking about fighting another person though. Like fighting. Like you know.
They're both cool.
They're both pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like when you watch a Batman movie, like Christian Bale fighting as Batman, like are they doing actual moves or is it like lame? It's like really lame
A
stuff.
lot of
yeah,
times
we
it's
analyze
really
it.
lame.
Is it
A lot of
really
times
lame?
it's really, but we are in like a really awesome time. Like movies like John Wick.
Yes,
has like
John Wick.
incredibly intricate choreography.
Or like the Raid. Have you seen those?
Oh, the raids are
Crazy.
So
What about
Yeah.
what about like Captain America, like the Marvel movies? Like
Yeah, you know what, they're
Winter
doing-
Soldier was pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, they're doing a lot of great stuff, and actually, a lot of those. It's funny. I have my martial arts community down here in Los Angeles, and there was a huge pull for me to sort of try and go into the stunt area and all that stuff right away. And a lot of those guys, when they're older, like don't walk right and have a hard time physically and stuff like that.
Well, because
So I
they're
sort of
falling
wanted to-
from the heights of 20 feet every day.
every day
for
it's,
years.
It's incredibly brutal, and the people who are like really really good at it. There's a place down like past LAX. I want to say it's in El Segundo called 8711. It's an action, like it's literally a stunt house. It's the guys who like their entire team are the stunt team for John Wick.
Wow.
And all this stuff. And
Any
these,
action movie of any kind.
these guys, and they do like
John Wick was pretty epic. I
Wasn't
mean,
it awesome?
Just watching the fights in that movie, were pretty epic.
There's something really refreshing about such a simple storyline too, and just letting
It
the
was
character
simple.
like
Yeah.
be the thing that
They
sort of has you.
they hurt his dog. They
Yeah.
killed his dog, and
Yeah.
that's it. And
Yeah.
he's gonna go
There you
find
yeah,
the guy.
that's it.
I love the scene. And by the way, I'm not endorsing John Wick. By the way, family friendly audience.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like. The kid goes back to his dad. It's like, yeah, I killed the guy's dog. And he goes, whose dog? He goes, John Wick. And the dad goes, whose dog?
Yeah, exactly.
What did you do?
What
And I
have
was
you
like,
done?
okay, this is going
It
to
sets
be.
that one line sets the tone for the entire
like-
movie.
Wick's bubble.